What's going on, guys? What's going on, Ty Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, can the Cavs come back? Can the Cavs come back in this series? Can the Cleveland Cavaliers come back in this series? I think they can come back in this series against Indiana because I think honestly they can come back. This is going to be probably one of the interesting series, like I said before, to watch because now Garland is still out for the Cavs. Garland is still out for the Cavs. Mobley's out for the Cavs now. Don Mitchell needs help. Don Mitchell needs more help. And let me say this, is that I think that Don Mitchell is an amazing NBA player. Let's not get that out wrong. Because when you see Don Mitchell play the way that he's playing with a lot of energy and a lot of physicality. Because all year long, the Cavs won 16 straight games, and now they're down 0-2. And you can say to me as a Cavs fan that you can say to me as a Cavs fan, or Cavs fans can say, well, we've been in this situation, but this situation being down 0-2, we don't have LeBron James. We don't have Kyrie Irving. We don't have Kevin Love. I'm not saying the guys that we have, the core four, and Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Jerry Allen. That is the core four that we have is a totally different core four. Is a different than the big three that we had in 2016. And I know that I'm going on the record and saying, as a Cavs fan, that saying here now is that we just swept Miami. We swept Miami the first round. And I knew watching this series that Indiana is going to make it tough. Let me get the elephant in the room. They 100% made it tough for the Cleveland Cavaliers the last two games. Because the Cavaliers had a lead, and then Indiana came back. You let Halliburton get a rebound. A simple rebound that we could say, in our estimation, that it wasn't fair that the Cavs could have had game one, could have had both games going to the Pacers arena now. Because now the Cavs are down 2-0. And I'm going to say this, you have to win one game. All it takes is winning one game. And that changes the whole factor of the series. the whole series changes the factor on how you look at how the Cavs are going to play and how this team is. Because this Cavaliers team, has won 16 games, 15 games, had the best record in the NBA. And you're telling me right now that just because at the trade deadline we traded for Dejounte Hunter, good pickup, we had to give up Caris LeVert for him, and a bunch of other pieces. And now he's out as well with Darius Garland. Like, Darius Garland, Dejounte Hunter, Evan Mobley now are all questionable for this Indiana series. And what happens if, like, let's just say this. What happens if next year, I know that it's too early to say this, but what about next year? Next year, if the Cavs meet the Pacers in the second round again, or the year after that, if the Cavs meet the Pacers again, what does that show from this series? Now, every team is going to be different every single year. Every team is going to add different players, make trades. I get all of that. But what I have to say about this Cavaliers team is that I hope we don't go out the second round. I hope Garland is able to play. I hope Mobley is able to play. I hope that Dejounte Hunter is able to play. Because Darius Garland was the All-Star this year. Let's not forget that. Darius Garland is ultimate deserving to be an All-Star every year. So is Donovan Mitchell. So is Jarrett Allen. So is Evan Mobley. But when you need to have Darius Garland in a line, you need to have Darius Garland, a guy that, and I know the Cavs are playing Game 3 tonight. You need to have Darius Garland who can give you that spark off the bench, that can start the game, take the pressure off of Donovan Mitchell. Because we've seen Donovan Mitchell in the bubble with the Utah Jazz score 50. We've seen Donovan Mitchell make the playoffs in his third year. Donovan Mitchell just signed a contract last offseason to stay with the Cavaliers. You have to be kidding me, because if the Cavs don't win a game, I'm going to be very surprised here. Because you have to win a game here. All it's going to take is one game, because when you're looking at the other series, when you're looking at New York versus Boston, look how the Knicks are, look how the, I'm sorry to bring this up, but look how the Knicks are just like dominating Boston right now. But when you have a Cavaliers team that won 16 straight games, 15 straight games, how many it was, this is a question that you need to ask. Are you going to have Don Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, who won Defense Player of the Year this year, who was the first Cav to ever win a Defense Player of the Year? Kenny Atkinson, who won Coach of the Year. Like, we had two guys win rewards this year. We had Evan Mobley win Defense Player of the Year this year. We had Kenny Atkinson, who the Cavs hired, that won Coach of the Year, I mean. So you're telling me right now is that the way that the Cavaliers, if they go down 0-3 in Game 3, it's not fair. It's not like honestly, if we weren't playing Halliburton, if we weren't playing the Pacers this round, Halliburton, Siakam, and we were playing probably like New York or Boston right now in this second round, you have to win one game, because you don't have LeBron James on that team. You don't have Darius Garland. Darius Garland is questionable right now. You don't have Kyrie Irving on that team. You don't have Kevin Love on that team. Don Mitchell needs more help. But guys, sub if you're new, and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody. In peace.